Good day, peeps. Welcome back to our next episode of my channel. Do pray Fox Talk. Today's topic is what's the most rebellious thing you can do as a black person? Yeah, I said it. What's the most rebellious thing you think you can do as a black person? You think it's riot, fighting? No, it's none of that. It's get educated. You hear what I said? As a black person, the most rebellious thing a black person can do is get educated. Why you say get educated? When a black person is educated and other people know that a black person is educated, they fear that black person. You know why they fear that black person? Because that black person knows what is going on around them. Not saying to know everything, peeps, but try to know as much as possible in every little aspect in your country, your community, or wherever you're from as a black person. For me in Jamaica, I can speak for me in Jamaica. You can do this also wherever you're from. When you get educated and you know what's going around you, you know what's going around in your political circle, you know what's going on around you in many different areas, and people see that you're self-conscious, they see that you as a black person, a male or a female, can hold your head up high and don't take anything that it is below you. People will fear you, trust me. Because they want black person to be this person like this, that they want to tell us that our history is slavery. Yes, slavery is a part of our history. Yes, I am not denying that. Slavery is a part of our history, but it's not all of our history. We were kings and queens, and we were taken from our country and become slaves. So when they're teaching us about our history, and the only thing the only part of our history they can tell us about that we were slaves, nah. People, that's why you know, read and learn about your history. Like I said, when you know stuff about you, you know about your heritage, you know about your history, you know where your ancestors and your ancestors come from, and you can speak that freely, people will fear you because they know that you know stuff. Don't be like everybody else. Just take what somebody says and you don't do no research and find out whatever that person say. It may be true. I'm not saying it may not be true. But you got to do your own research and find out for yourself if what that person says is actually true. Because one of the big issues in the black community is that we don't do any research on nothing at all. Somebody come and tell us something, it can be so bizarre. I'm going to give you a bizarre story right now, a bizarre thing. Say I'm a person of influence. Everybody looks up to me. And I come and I tell you, say, hey, you know, I just saw a pig flying down the road. But because of my influence, the person that look up to me will believe what I'm saying without no evidence. You hear what I said? Without no evidence. Peeps, black people, I'm speaking to you. Do not take anybody's word just like that. You can hear what they're saying. Do your research, and then after you do your research, then you make a decision on what that person have said. Yes, do your research. Don't just take somebody's word for it. because they might have influence or whatever the case may be. Don't take just their word for it. You see if you see if you're gonna do that, just take somebody's word for it. Here is a way how you can prove if that person was telling you the truth or not. If a person tell you something, whatever it may be, ask somebody else. Ask 3, 4 more persons, and if the whole 4 is saying the same thing, maybe in different words, but it doesn't matter what they said. If you can pick out and everything is saying the same thing, then maybe I'm not saying it's completely true, but maybe if different persons are saying the same thing, then you gotta do some more research and find out. But how you can know if whatever the person are telling you is false? If they tell you one thing and you ask somebody and they tell you something else that is totally different from what they say, but it kind of makes sense also, and somebody else says something and it's different from the first 2, then the 4th person tell you about the same thing, but it is different from the first 3, then you have 4 different stories telling you about the same thing and describing in that same story, or whatever the issue may be, in 4 different ways, then you know there's a lie somewhere in it. Yes, peeps. So, like I said, peeps, the most rebellious thing you can do as a black person is get educated and know what's going around you. Know what's happening. Know what's happening. So you can have an idea what's happening. Just don't be the one like that said, so I don't want to know, I don't want to. The more stuff you know, the less things can catch you off guard. The less thing you know, the more stuff can catch you off guard. For the last time, I'm going to repeat this, peeps. The most rebellious thing you can do as a black person is get educated. I think I said enough, peeps. Because if I don't end this video, I can probably speak on this topic till about next year. And 10 more years to come. But I'm going to end it right here. So if you want me to continue this topic again, leave it in the comments and tell me if you want me to continue this topic again. And I will do so if you are recommending that I do. Yes, I think that is it for this one today. So like I said at the end of my videos, keep your family safe in this crazy and confusing time that we're living in. And out until the next one, peeps. Bye.